Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday's Truth with Alonda Hassel. So, have you ever just gone to a place or said, all right, I'll do something, and you feel like you're helping someone else, but you end up getting so blessed because you went there, because of the time you spent with people, meeting new people, doing new things, exploring, just learning, and seeing things from another perspective. That happened to me last week, and I'm so blessed by my yes. Shonda Rhimes, the amazing, incredible writer and film writer, producer, Bridgerton, Grey's Anatomy, all of those amazing things, Scandal. She talks about having a year of yes, where she told her daughter that no matter what was asked of her, be it with her, her children or an event, that she would say yes. And sometimes your yes yields so much more than you could have ever imagined, just because you said yes. So last week we took our children, the campers, on Wednesday is our trip day. We went to a movie, we had a lot of fun. We went to the park and had lunch, played on the playground, made it back home. It was super hot, and I learned that many of our kids are super bougie. They are just hilarious. Because we were outside every day, all day, and our parents wouldn't let us come back in just to get something to eat or go to the bathroom and then get out. But these kids have no recollection of that. But anyway, we went on Wednesday, and then Thursday we had an opportunity. We were invited by a former co-worker to an event, a carnival. And so at first it didn't seem like it was going to work out in terms of transportation, and I was kind of like, you know what, forget it. Like, it's taken too much effort to try to make this happen. And then it happened. Like, everybody was like, no, it can happen. The transportation's available, kids are ready, let's go. And we get there, and it was kind of like, this isn't a carnival. They're looking around, and I think they were thinking amusement park with rides. And for a minute they were kind of like, this is gonna be whack. And then they ended up eventually not wanting to leave because we had such a good time. And it was because of our yes. And I'm all about exposing children to new and exciting and different activities and giving them different experiences. I think that's so valuable. And I personally, as an educator, think that they learn even more when they're exposed to culture and to just new things. So we're saying thank you. We had pizza, ice cream, all of these things. We played games. It was just lots of fun. Face painting, singing, all this. So we get on the bus, we're about to leave, and my friend comes on, my former coworker comes on, and I'm like, everybody say thank you, and they all scream, thank you so much. Thank you for having us. And she goes, can I talk to you for a minute? And I was like, oh man, one of these kids did something, and now I'm embarrassed. Like, what in the world is going on? And I get off the bus, one of the buses, and she says, I didn't want to say this in front of the kids, but can I donate all of our bikes and scooters to your children? And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, it's like, about 8 to 10 bikes and 8 to 10 scooters. Like, our camp is over, and we want to donate it. Oh my gosh, absolutely. So all the adults hop off, we open up the trunks of our vans, our buses, we load up all the bikes. Actually, we didn't bring scooters. They were going to bring scooters later. And they dropped the scooters off later that night. And along with the scooters, they had like all of these toys and the water shooters and buckets, and just phenomenal. And my heart was just like overwhelmed, like all because of a yes. My push, and the adults who work with the camp, their push. We were able to see our young people get a blessing. and our yeses are important. And then she drops off, oh, I got a couple games and things that I'm going to drop off to you too. Garbage bags filled with all kinds of great things that is way more than the camp needed. And because of it, our camp is ending, but all of our young people are going to go home with a big bag of goodies and possibly a bike or a scooter, because we want to be a blessing. It wasn't for us to hold on to, but for our children. And I just want to encourage you, as part of even knowing your worth, that it's so important that you give a yes when you don't feel comfortable, when you feel like it's out of your league, when you feel like it may not be worth your time or your energy. Sometimes a yes when you are exhausted, but you go anyway. I promise you, those are some of the best blessings that you can get, because you gave your yes, you sacrificed whatever, time, energy, resources, whatever. And you're able to kind of reap this benefit of going and giving your yes. And so I know that there were many, many times when I was like, no, I backed out. I talked myself out of doing certain things, but I'm really in this season of a yes, like try it, figure it out, buy the tickets, book the flight, you know what they say, go to the restaurant, have some dessert, all of those things, because we're living and we're worth those things. So I feel like there's some of you who are like, you know what? I need to say yes to some more things so that I can live a little and I can see the value in my life and in the value of my friends and those, my family, and those who are needing me to say yes. All right. That is my Tuesday's Truth. Thank you for listening. I'd love to hear your comments, as I always do. And I love you all, and enjoy your Tuesday. All right.